WrestleMania. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, so excited. So excited. It's special to me. And it's just my imagination getting in me. What does that even mean? Oh, what does that even mean? Yo. Oh my god. Am I like the only person in the world having problems? Must be. Must be. Is there anybody else that's having a problem getting into WrestleMania, man? We're live! We're in! We're in! Oh, let's get the headphones on. We are in. Let's go, man. Big up everyone in the chat, man. Hope we all had a good day. Hope we're all excited. Big up Emmanuel for the likes. Bear with me, 2 people. Bear with me.
In later years, every time Hulk told the story, Andre gained 100 pounds. For those who believe, it's like when St. Paul had his epiphany on the road to Damascus. The whole earth is gonna shake. When Jesus rose from the dead. What are they gonna think when the giant hits the ground? The people, they were right there with all of it.
That's so sick. Oh god, what a way to start the show, man.
He became the legend, the myth, Hulk Hogan, the immortal one. The power of Hulkamania made us push everything else aside and escape into this marvelous movie.
Hulk Hogan turned out to be more real than anyone ever thought it would be. It turned out to be who I really am.
Oh no. Adverts. There's no way we have adverts. I wonder if that demoed on 2K.
Just show up. They put in the main event everywhere we go. The character didn't really have a
I'm just gonna get my sweets.
other than he was big and nasty and mean.
Two.
Everybody's been running scared. They've been feeding me this great beef meat every week on TV. I want the best now. All these superstars, they've been hiding in the eye of the storm, brother. I've been whipping everybody out. As I was becoming
That's right. That's right.
So I went up there.
I'll get Hulk Hogan off.
Vince McMahon's clicking quarters, looking at me. I want you to come to work for me. Work nothing but main events. And draw money all over the world. I said,
Get this man off my screen.
first off, I would change the name. And I said, what is a Hulk Hogan? What does that mean?
Back in the day, my dad gave him his name. He was this big kid, and my dad, of course, being Irish, decided Hogan, and that's a great name. So why not Hulk Hogan? It was alliterative, so let's go with that.
But I'm Italiano. Vince said, doesn't matter to me. Yeah, okay. I'll think about it.
His opponent makes his Madison Square Garden debut. The incredible Hulk Hogan.
The very first match that Hulk Hogan ever had in Madison Square Garden was with yours truly, Ted DiBiase.
DiBiase.
When Hulk and I had that match, Vince McMahon Sr. came to me and he said, we have really high hopes for this guy. I really want you to get him over as best you can. Putting someone over means he's going to win. And I said, you got it, boss. Oh, he was brand new. He was obviously just still learning. But my job was to make him look really good. When we first lost
Video.
he powers out. I back up into the corner like, oh my gosh. You know, I'm trying to convey to the people that, you know, what do I have to
Next, man. What is this? Hulk Hogan Mania. Next, bro.
The wrestling business, the main event in Madison Square Garden, the beginning of a whole new era. I thought I had arrived.
Next, bro. Wait, watching that. Imagine breaks at WrestleMania, man. It's crazy.
For decades.
What in the world are you thinking?
Oh my god, is this Hulk Hogan Mania? What's going on?
And then it got evil in there, man. You know, as soon as I saw Mean Gene's
Hulk Hogan Mania.
and I plugged into that crowd.
How we doing over on YouTube? Thanks for coming in, bro. What do we make of what we've seen tonight so far, man?
I think deep down inside there's parts of him that just wanted to let people know what he really felt.
Maybe they were getting titles back on Raw. I don't think so, man. I really think that's the end of Nia Jax.
Looked at people in the eyes that were
She's out the heavyweight title picture. She's not in the US title picture. She had a great team in her and Last Legend going on, and they've just decided to ruin it. You know that was done last. That was done last second. That was done last second. That was called today.
Yeah, I remember him sitting down saying, like, you know, the red and yellow stuff, the good guy stuff.
Oh God, what happened to Linda?
Here we go.
But yeah, that was done last second.
It was crazy.
That was one of them. That'll be on the Untold. That will
He said, where's my black boots? Do I have
of her return and then how they changed it last second and all that stuff. Yeah, bull, man. Bull.
years old from like 1965?
Heart of all that.
You better get going.
I'm going. I'm right on time. I got 2 hours.
I give him a pair of my black leggings. It's like, yeah, that's it. Puts the belt around him.
All that for a YouTube moment. All that for a YouTube moment. Man.
Nothing was ever the same after that. If Hulk Hogan can turn heel, then anything can happen.
Hope was trying to fit into this new world, this new society, and it worked tremendously.
He has one of the greater changes in all the history of our industry. My gosh.
It flips everything.
Ulster was good and out of anger was the shit, you know. He was the dude.
You know, the cheap shots and that dastardly evil type character like a Batman villain. He wasn't afraid to break the rules, you know, take over the announcer's table.
Alright, get. Need to get this Hulk Hogan up on TV, man.
Is yelling at old ladies? He's phenomenal.
I don't have to play by any rules as Hollywood. I can lie, cheat, lie right to your face and get away with it because I'm a bad guy.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. 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 Black with black gloves for no reason because there wasn't any blood in the match. I felt like there was a lot more they could have done in that match, but yeah, it just wasn't really it. Wasn't really it. They used every weapon you could think of, and to end the match, Jacob Fatu was put through a table, and then all of a sudden he no sold the table, got in the ring, and hits Drew with a toolbox, and puts Drew through a table for the win. So it was kind of contradicting. It was a bit weird, but yeah, I don't think that match was great, to be honest. I would have given it like a 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It just wasn't as good as it could have been, if you know what I mean. Trouble. Next match was the Women's Tag Team Championship. He had Bailey and Lyra, Alexis and Charlotte. The Bella twins, Nikki Bella was then replaced by Paige on her return, and Lash Legend and Nia Jax come out looking absolutely amazing. It kind of looked like the Demolition, or who were the other ones? LOD, Legion of Doom. The masks were great, the outfits were great. I felt like the effort WWE had put into their costumes, that they were going to actually win the match and make something of their careers, because they've not really been put in any sort of singles competitive title situations. So I think the tag team division for the women was made for Lash Legend and Nia Jax. Oscar.
He was intriguing, and they wanted to see more of him.
Just show up, they put the main event everywhere we go. The character didn't really have a persona, other than he was big and nasty and mean. Everybody's been running scared. They've been feeding me this great beef meat every week on TV. I want the best now. All these superstars, they've been hiding in the eye of the storm, brother. I've been whipping everybody out here. As I was becoming more popular, all the promoters, they said,
Oh, what is this Hogan stuff on?
you need to be in New
Get
York.
Hogan out of here.
Madison Square Garden is the epitome of wrestling. And there's a guy named Vince McMahon.
No one cares.
Called,
I ain't watching this shit.
that he wants you to come to New York. So I went up there. Vince McMahon's clicking quarters, looking at me. I want you to come to work for me. Work nothing but main events. And draw money all over the world. I said, oh, really? First off, I would change the name. It is the Incredible Hulk Hogan. And I said, what is a Hulk Hogan? What does that mean?
Back in the day, my dad gave him his
Oh, get this guy out of here.
My dad, of course, being Irish, decided Hogan, that's a great name. So why not Hulk Hogan? It was alliterative, so let's go with that.
You can't wait for the best in the world versus the Tribal Chief. That's what I'm saying, man.
Doesn't matter to me.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, okay. I'll think about it.
It'll be much better when fights like that are on.
The very first match that Hulk Hogan ever had in Madison Square Garden was with yours truly, Ted DiBiase. When Hulk and I had that match, Vince McMahon Sr. came to me and he said, we have really high hopes for this guy. I really want you to get him over as best you can. Putting someone over means he's going to win. And I said, you got it, boss. Oh, he was brand new. He was obviously just still learning. But my job was to make him look really good. When we first locked up, you know, he powers out. I back up into the corner like, oh my gosh. You know, I'm trying to convey to the people that, you know, what do I have to do to get this guy down?
For this to be the forefront of the wrestling business, the main event in Madison Square Garden, the beginning of a whole new era, I thought I had arrived.
So, next match is the Women's Tag Team Championship match. Me personally, I wasn't happy with the end result, but that's the way WWE is going right now, isn't it? Anything for the YouTube likes, anything for um, the quick what do you call it, viral moment. So obviously Nikki Bella couldn't participate, and it led to the return of Paige. First thing they did to get their likes, we put Paige all over the internet to show that she'd signed with WWE. Then obviously she makes her return, which is another viral moment. Then they have her actually win the match, which I think it must have been an on the night decision because she was injected into the match. So it maybe not an on the night decision, but let's say 3 days before when we knew Nikki Bella wasn't going to participate. So originally, I reckon Lash and Nia would have won the match because of the way they were dressed. The big presentation of themselves. They look clean as they came out. They look like a tag team. The masks were impeccable. But it's WWE. That's how it's run these days, isn't it? So they're going to go for a quick viral moment. Paige and Brie Bella take the victory. Hopefully, this doesn't dry up and go stale. Hopefully they manage to build on this, but I don't think they will. I think it will run stale and eventually we'll have new tag team champions going forward. Next matchup was Becky Lynch versus AJ Lee. My opinion, the worst match of the night. From two veterans, two people with so much experience, I expected so much better. But I just feel like they let us down, man. They let us down. There was a lot they could have done with the match. It seemed lazy. There was a lot of communication in the match. You could see the wrestlers trying to talk their way through the match. It just looked very unprofessional. It didn't look clean. And yeah, I don't think AJ could last any longer with how long she's been out of the sport. So yeah, it just seemed a bit rushed. The ending was meaty, shall I say, meaty. The storyline between Jessica and Becky looks like it's building for a possible future pay-per-view event. It probably got a bit more to it because Becky actually won the match, but I think a screw-in from Jessica Carr is coming, and it will lead to her first match being with a veteran of WWE. I'm not a fan of Becky Lynch. I think she actually sucks. She's not great in the ring. She's not a great actor. Her emotions don't really go with how things are going at the time. But yeah, AJ Lee was never going to be the champion for a very long time, as she is a part-time. So once again, another viral moment with AJ Lee. Got a bit stale, and just the way WWE is going these days. Oh. Next match was Gunfire versus Seth Rollins. It was a decent match. Probably match of the night, I'd say. Had a bit of everything. Inside the ring, outside the ring. Seth put up a great fight against Gunfire. He held the chops. He held all the high impact moves. He even had Gunfire worried at one point. landed that big stomp on the table. But my guy Bron Breakker made the return to save us all, save us the WWE Universe, and he takes out Seth Rollins, which then leads to Gunther picking up the win with the sleeper hold that Seth Rollins never taps about. It seems to be a quite thing that you don't tap out the sleeper hold. He actually puts you to sleep. I don't know why they're doing it, but if they're gonna do it, I feel like wrestlers need to sell it at the end. There's no sort of referees or doctors or anything to come in and sell that he's actually been put to sleep. And as we've seen, he rolled his way out the ring after the match, and Bron Breakker from the top of the ramp absolutely obliterates him, takes him out. And with Bron Breakker being back is a massive bonus for WWE, because we now have something that we can go forward with within another storyline. The original storyline, which was meant to be Bron Breakker and Seth Rollins. It's a shame we couldn't get it for WrestleMania. Sorry. Shame we couldn't get it for WrestleMania. But going forward, I'm quite excited to see what they're going to do, where they can go with this storyline. So yeah, Bron Breakker back, people. My guy. And yeah. The Vision, baby. Liv Morgan versus Stephanie Vakir. Yeah, another WWE viral moment. I feel like they are screwing over the potential best athletes or wrestlers or superstars in their business. Stephanie Vakir should have held on to that title just a little bit longer, faced a few more people. I feel like she's not really had the competition that she should have to prove how great she actually is. But Liv Morgan's got a new song. Basically, Liv Morgan's got a new song. So we need to promote this new song because it's going to make the WWE money. It's going to be a viral moment for the WWE when they put this song on the WWE YouTube channel. Or so we have to make Liv Morgan the women's champion because she has a new song, basically. Like, yes, Liv Morgan is great. She's great. But she's not better than Stephanie Vakir in the wrestling ring. She's great on the mic. She's great but I just feel like WWE got it wrong. And once again, it's the viral moments thing. It's not needed. They need to do what's right for the fans, for the business going forward, where they're going to get the greatest matches. We've seen Liv Rhea, we've seen Liv this person, that person, this person. Like, it's time for Stephanie Vakir to get her chance to go against the best. You know what I mean? With Naomi coming back at some point, we need Stephanie Vakir to be at her top level. And I feel like they're throwing her under a bus, man. But let's see what happens going forward. You never know. She could win it tomorrow night on Raw. But yeah, hopefully we get that belt straight back on Stephanie so she can have these great title matches against some of the best in the business. How do you say talk to me? Talk to me. Higher voices in my head, they talk to me, they understand, they talk to me. It's absolute bullshit, man. Bullshit. We just stayed up for that, come on. I can't believe we just stayed up for that crap.
April 19th, live from Las
And the last match of the night, Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes. Absolute bullshit. Yeah? That is one of the worst WrestleMania finishes I've ever seen in my life. Yeah? The match was mediocre. The ending was terrible. The involvement of the celebs is an absolute joke. WWE and TKO is finished. It's finished. Yeah. It annoys me because I have an addiction to watching this. Yeah? I've been watching this since I was a kid, and they've absolutely just messed up everything. Everything. I don't care if it's day one, I don't care if day two is absolute fire, yeah. I shouldn't have to stay up to watch WrestleMania. That crap. Yeah. The ending was horrible. And then after the match, Randy Orton's doing punts and kicks and like this is supposed to be happening in the match for effect, for a storyline. And Cody's already won, so what does this even prove? Like, this is stupid. This is stupid. He's RKOing Pat McAfee for no reason. Like, this is dead, man. This is so dead. So dead. So dead. And as a UK fan, yeah, we got to stay up till 3 o'clock in the morning to watch crap like that. I feel like it's disrespectful. I feel like the whole thing is just disrespectful. We gotta stay up and hope that we're gonna be entertained. A long night, and now it's early morning, and to find out that them matches, like I think it was every match except no, I think it was every match. I'm sure every match finished with some sort of like interruption, except the women's tag team match. Every match finished with some sort of interruption, except the women's match, tag team match. What an absolute joke. What a joke. Oh, and the Drew McIntyre match, which, like I said earlier, it was botched, man. Jacob Fatu gets put through a table and then runs to the ring, grabs the toolbox and ends the whole match. Like, come on, bro. Come on. Who are these writers? Who are the writers for this stuff? It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing, man. Overall, WrestleMania, 4 out of 10. Dead. Absolutely dead. The matches were dead. The surprises, we already knew. Like, we already knew Paige was coming back. Bomb Breaker was probably the best part of WrestleMania. The results were shocking because they lead to nothing. They were just money grabbing viral moments. So, yeah, I'm not happy, man. But let's see what day 2 brings. Day 1 sucked. Yeah, I'm Key. This is Breaking Down Show. Remember to like, subscribe, share on my YouTube page. Yeah, I'm just happy, man. Peace. Dead. Disappointing. Dead. What a strange fight. His back was gone first 2 minutes. Best part was Speed smoking Logan. That's what I mean, man. Like, we did all of that to watch Speed beating Logan being the best part of the show. Like, come on, bro. Come on. What are we doing here? What are we doing? Yeah, as a WWE fan, you've got to sit and watch this crap. Yeah. And it's It's embarrassing. It's so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing. I cannot believe that is how we ended the night. I thought the ending of SmackDown was bad, but the ending to WrestleMania was RKO to Pat McAfee. The ending to WrestleMania was an RKO to Pat McAfee, people. Yeah. And then an RKO to Pat McAfee, and then what the hell is Cody Rhodes' move? I'm not annoyed. I can't even think what Cody Rhodes' finisher is. Crossroads. Just one crossroad to end it. One crossroad to end that match. It's a joke. It's an absolute joke. It's an absolute joke. They're getting all these flipping celebrities involved, and we've got to sit there and suffer and watch this crap. It's like, I want to know what other people have got to say about. I want to know what other people have got to say about this. Like, let me know your views on it, peeps. Let me know your views on what you've just had to sit and endure. Yeah? If you're a UK fan, it's now 3 o'clock in the morning. 3 o'clock in the morning. And we've witnessed nothing. We've witnessed no new story at all. You hate Cody so much. Yeah, I hate Cody, man. I hate Cody because he's actually rubbish. He's actually rubbish. He doesn't do anything that possesses him to be a top superstar. He is Stardust. Yeah. Everything he did in AEW, you can't do in WWE. Like, I don't know why. It makes no sense, man. It makes no sense. So, before the match starts, Jelly Roll and Pat McAfee have a moment. Yeah. So that's got nothing to do with Randy Orton and Cody. Then the match starts and Randy Orton has a back injury. Then he's doing suplexes off the top rope. Then the back injury doesn't exist because he's now doing crossroads. Then he RKO's Cody Rhodes. Pat McAfee comes out, counts to 2. He RKO's Pat McAfee for no reason. Literally no reason. Then, after the attack on Pat McAfee, Cody Rhodes grabs him and delivers a crossroads and wins the match. How does that make any sense? So why was Pat McAfee and Jelly Roll even involved? They could have had their own match, right? Let me know if I'm talking rubbish, people. Let me know if I'm talking rubbish. Yeah, Randy Orton had one heel moment, which Seed Designs has said right now. Yeah, was it not Seed Designs? Cage has said the eye gouge, but in the end, Cody Rhodes delivered a low blow. So is he heel or is Randy heel? Or they both heel? And then, oh my god, it's so confusing. So confusing. People need to stop hating Mania was good. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. It was mediocre, and you sat in him for it. and you're the type of person that's going to pay £10,000 to sit there and watch this crap. Yeah, you're the type of person that's going to pay this big money to go to this stuff and settle for this mediocre crap. Yeah, you can't tell me any positives coming out of this WrestleMania Day 1. Not one. Not one. Yeah? Yes, it was, bro. Stop jumping on the bandwagon and saying it was bad. I can't jump on the bandwagon because I'm not watching anybody else because I'm streaming. So this is my opinion, bro. This is my opinion. And my opinion is that I'm not settling for this mediocre crap, and something needs to change because they're just grabbing our money and doing everything for likes. Yeah, literally. He's a Cody fan. If you're a Cody fan, you're not a wrestling fan. Because this is crap, bro. It's awful. Everything is done for likes. Yeah? They put Paige signing for WWE before for likes. Yeah? And then they've tried to make out Nikki Bella's going to fight, which we clearly think no, she's not, because she's in a boot and she promotes it all the time. And then you've got Paige coming out, which is another likes. And then they've changed who's going to win the match to suit Paige and get more likes from us online. Like, it doesn't make any sense. You blatantly knew that Paige was set for Raw. She was going to come for Raw, but they changed it because at one point the Bellas weren't going to compete. They put on the poster no Bellas. Yeah, there was 3 teams. They changed it. Then all of a sudden, Nikki Bella says she's going to compete at the Hall of Fame. Then all of a sudden she says, "Oh, I can't. I thought I could, but I can't." Like, it doesn't make any sense, bro. At all. Why are you even lying to yourself? I don't get how people lie to themselves about what's going on in front of our eyes. They're doing everything for likes in front of our eyes. Yeah? Another viral moment. Bianca Belair's back, but she's having a baby. Did it for the likes. We're all happy for Bianca Belair, but usually they'd announce it on their Instagram. They give her the chance at WrestleMania for the likes. Pat McAfee, another reason for him being here was for the likes, for the views, for the likes. Why did Pat McAfee and Jelly Roll need to be at WrestleMania? Cody Rhodes against Randy Orton should have been an absolute storyline of their legacy together. Yeah? The only thing that should have happened in that match was Ted DiBiase. I'm not angry that Ted DiBiase didn't come back, but that's the only thing that should have happened if there was going to have something happen. It's the only thing. They didn't talk about the past. They didn't talk about it. There was no storyline, bro. There was no "I'm better than Randy Orton has ever taught me," or Cody can't beat me because I never taught him everything that I knew, and like there was nothing at all. At the end of SmackDown, Cody Rhodes comes out, does a little rant, and then he's kissing and hugging CM Punk. It doesn't make any sense. Why are we not getting this? And the only reason they did with Speed is to get the content out. That's what I mean. I show Speed at WrestleMania. I show Speed at WrestleMania. They've got the Usos back together. Who's the male tag team champions? Who's the male tag team champions these days? Let's have a look. Because I can't even remember. So it's the Vision. The Vision are the tag team champions, and the Usos are back together. Yeah, we put in LA Knight and Speed. We put in LA Knight and Speed. Yeah. For the likes. And then Jey Uso's beating up Cameron off the show for the likes. Nothing to do with WWE. Pat McAfee steals Cody Rhodes' belt. Cody Rhodes smashes up his set to get his belt back for the likes, but nothing. Oh my gosh, nothing's happened. Like, nothing makes any sense. Someone's just sitting there and has a bunch of crazy ideas to just throw at people. Hey, this will be a good idea if. This will be a good idea if. This could be a good idea if. You can't have 5 different ideas all put into one. Does no one know how to tell a story? This is my issue. This is my issue with WWE. There's supposed to be a big storytelling like company, yet there's no stories. There's literally no stories. A storytelling company with no stories. Nothing has been resolved on this WrestleMania. What did we do? What did we do? Nothing has been resolved from this WrestleMania. I'd love to know what other content creators think of this. Let's see what comments saying.
Yeah, right. For free. There's very little chance that they would have allowed blood on that match unless it was busted open the hard way. And they probably told them, I'm assuming, hey, don't bust them open the hard way. We're on ESPN. We don't need kids who are watching this for the very first time with their parents to be turned off from the product because there's blood. There was blood in the main event, but we'll get into that later.
Right. I'm gonna dip.
Now there's also a moment if Editor Jake.
Like the
Now there's also a
stream, all
moment
that
if
stuff.
Editor Jake can toss this up
Follow
somewhere
me,
on the
subscribe
screen.
to-
But Drew
come back
McIntyre did his
tomorrow.
thing where he
Okay, get
took a video
notifications
as he
tomorrow.
was beating up Jacob
come over
Fatu
to
and posted it
YouTube
onto
tomorrow.
Twitter
I
in
highly
real
appreciate
time.
it.
Drew, you're an absolute menace.
But yeah, I'm keen.
Towards the end of the
Thank
match,
you all
though,
for being
Jake-
here.
Towards the end of the match, though, Jacob Fatu.
I need to rest because the ranting is gonna get me cancelled. So yeah, I'm key. Thank you very much for everyone for being here. Big up Cade. Yeah. But yeah, I'm not happy. Not happy at all, man. Not happy at all, but I want to hear what some of the people have got to say. So yeah. Thank you very much. Please be here tomorrow. Okay, YouTube tomorrow. If you see me on TikTok, come to TikTok, but head over to my YouTube, innit? Thank you very much. Big up Cade, like I said, coming through. And yeah, I'll see you all tomorrow. Fuming.